Hello everybody and welcome back to another Magic the Gathering Arena video. So today I am taking a step back into the land of Alchemy and we are looking at dragons, since there has been a new release of Dominaria Alchemy yesterday. This was basically my first thought of what to look at, because there have been a couple of new cards come out in the Alchemy set, and a couple that I want to use from the original standard Dominaria set, which standard doesn't support the use of at the moment. So the new cards we are looking at are Darigaaz Shivan Champion, which is a Jund and 2, so 5 costing 5/5, a legendary creature dragon with flying. At the beginning of your end step, conjure a random card from his spellbook into exile, face down, with 3 egg counters on it. It gains at the beginning of your upkeep. If this card is exiled, remove an egg counter from it. Then, if it has no egg counters on it, put it onto the battlefield. So essentially it puts a card face down, which in 3 turns we get. The choices are basically all fairly powerful dragons. I won't talk through the whole list, but there's some from history, some generically good ones, and yeah, basically all of these are going to be good for us to get for free. So, you know, we can't complain. So it's kind of a late game card for dragons. It only costs 5 to get it down, and it's a 5/5 flyer. But this feels like a pretty decent upside to me, because if we keep Darigaaz alive for 1 turn, i.e. just the turn we play it, one of these goes on the sort of, you know, the exile stack, and they can't get rid of it then. So we're getting at least something extra for free, some of which are 5 costing or more dragons anyway. So yeah, we're getting kind of like an average of 10 dragon value for 5 mana, although it obviously doesn't come all at once. But yeah, pretty high value card, and the longer we keep it out, the more of these little things go on the stack that eventually will snowball for us. One of the other new cards is Darigaaz's Whelp. So obviously the Whelp of the Shivan Champion is this little dude. It is 1 and a black for a 2/1 dragon with flying. It has a kicker of 1 and red, so it would make it 4 in total. Whenever you draw a dragon card, it perpetually gets +1/+1. Fine. We've got a lot of dragons, that could be helpful as we sort of naturally draw dragons, but also, when it enters the battlefield, if it's kicked, seek a dragon card. Darigaaz's Whelp and that dragon card each perpetually get 1/1. So if we kick it, it comes in as a 3/2 flyer, and whatever we seek, which will be one of our mini dragons, gets +1/+1. So it basically is pulling one of our dragons out of our deck for us. This is kind of nice because, A, this can be played on turn 2 as a 2/1 that buffs your other dragons. Fine. It's not brilliant, but it's fine. If you're missing a turn 2 play, it's good to have. But on the other hand, if we draw it in the later game, we can pay 4 and it pulls one of our other dragons out, all of which are quite powerful, apart from Fearsome Whelp, the classic Alchemy Dragon ramp card. So if we pull that, we're less excited, but if we pull any of our other dragons out with the kicker, then it's sort of restarting our game. We're getting another powerful dragon to go with this 3/2 flyer. So it's a kind of early game card that has some late game potential, which is always nice if it can cover both angles, unlike the Whelp, Fearsome Whelp, which only really is an early game card. So this one I think I prefer, actually. I mean, it's going to take me some time to play around, so I'm running 3 of each at the moment, but in general I think this one looks pretty fun to play with. So what dragons are we running? We're running 4 Town-Razer Tyrant, the classic Alchemy 4/4 flying dragon that sort of curses someone's land, forces them to take damage until they sacrifice it. We're running 2 Wrathful Red Dragon. I made a deck around this back when it was released, and this is a very strong finishing type card, which is whenever a dragon you control is dealt damage, it deals that much damage to any target that isn't a dragon. So in other words, we tend to get to a place where if we put this down, we can swing with a bunch of dragons, and if they block, we just reflect their damage back at their face or at their creatures, and if they don't, they have to take a load of flying damage. So it kind of gives us a late game out. We're playing 2 of Rith, the Liberated Primeval. So this came out in Dominaria and hasn't really seen any play due to the lack of dragons in Standard, but this is a 2 and a Naya, so it's a 5 costing 5/5, very similar to Darigaaz. This is a flying Ward 2, which is nice. Ward 2, you know, I always go on about how much I love Ward. Ward seems powerful. Other dragons you control have Ward 2, Okay, very nice. I mean, all of our dragons are hard to target. That cannot be a bad thing. This is what we are splashing white for in the deck. I only have a few white sources. I've got no explicitly white lands, but we've got 4 Forsaken Crossroads and 3 Secluded Courtyards. So we've got 7 white sources, plus we can get white out of Rivaz, which I'll talk about in a second. So we've got quite a few white sources for Rith, but it's not guaranteed that we'll be able to play it every time. At the beginning of your end step, if a creature or planeswalker an opponent control was dealt excess damage this turn, create a 4/4 red dragon creature token with flying. So dealing excess damage is obviously an interesting concept. So in our turn, so that can either be done by the opponent having to block one of our dragons by chumping it, which is nice. So even if they've got like a, I don't know, let's say a 4/4 flyer of their own and they have to chump, we're going to get another 4/4 dragon out the end. So even if we trade this against a 5/3 flyer or whatever, we're going to get more flyers. So they can only chump for so long, so it kind of gives us a bit of late game tech, but also the Ward 2 seems really nice. So yeah, again, we're playing 2 of these. So 2 of both of these. I think I would play more Darigaaz if I had them. I'm not going to craft any more just yet. I want to play around with it a bit more, but this seems slightly stronger than Rith, so I might go 3 and 1. But either way, we're playing with these 2 bad boys at our top end. We are running, in terms of dragons, we're running 1 more, which is the Shivan Devastator, which again is a Dominaria card. It just seems to fit very well in this deck. We've got a nice interaction between the Fearsome Whelp and the Devastator, which is that this can basically make the Devastator 1 cheaper each turn, but because the Devastator has, in theory, unlimited cost, it doesn't matter if we get this sort of stuck in our hand. A lot of them, like, for example, the Town-Razer Tyrant, after 2 turns it's not getting any cheaper. This will always get cheaper, or in other words, get more powerful when we drop it onto the battlefield, so it's quite a nice interaction between the 2. We're running 4 Rivaz of the Claw. This is Dominaria, sort of Dragon's Mana Dork. Note, it itself is not a dragon, which is sort of good and sort of bad. It means we don't get to sort of put a 1/1 and hexproof on it with the Jade Orb, but it does mean that we don't pull it out of our deck with Darigaaz as well, which if we've already got to 4 mana, we probably don't want to be pulling Rivaz out. But just to go through what it does, it's a 3/3 legendary Viashino Warlock with Menace, and it has add 2 mana of any colour, spend it only on dragon creatures. Once during your turn, you may cast a dragon spell from your graveyard, so a bit of dragon recursion on your mana dork is pretty nice. And not to mention it's a 3/3 blocker, so it's not a 3/3 menace attacker, so it can actually get in for some damage itself if we need it to. I would say this is a pretty powerful card now that we've got some dragons to go with it. 2 Jade Orb of Dragonkind, so there's a few Jade Orbs in Alchemy. I've chosen this one because putting a 1/1 counter and hexproof until next turn on a dragon seems very powerful, especially on Darigaaz, because if we cast it using Jade Orb, it comes in with hexproof. In other words, our opponent virtually can't remove it that turn, so we're gaining at least 1 egg off of it, possibly 2, because they can't remove it during their own turn, so the only way would be an instant in our following turn, so it gives us a very good chance to get decent value out of Darigaaz. 3 Fable, because it's really good. Copying Town-Razer is really good. Copying the Wrathful Red Dragon can be good. The reason I'm not massively sold on Fable is that we can't copy these 2. This isn't very good copied, and these 2 aren't that great copied. So we're only really copying 6 of our creatures. But it does allow card filtering, which we need in this deck. It does allow some treasure generation, which we need in this deck. So I think Fable has a place, but we're going to test it and see. We are then running a removal package of 4 Dragon's Fire, 1 Molten Impact, and 2 Meathead Massacres. So we are running, I think, 26 lands. Our top is only 5, so 26 is probably the right amount. We don't need 27, I would say, with a top end of 5. 25 may even be enough, but let's see. We'll start with 26 and have some games and see how we get on. Okay, here we go. Oh, feels weird being back in Alchemy land, but had to happen sooner or later. How are you supposed to remember all these bloody spellbooks? It really is baffling. Seriously, like playing Hearthstone. I tried it, Hearthstone, a little bit on my phone whilst I was on holiday, and it is very like this. You know, like cards can just do completely random things. Very bizarre. That's a nice one. It looks like we're going to be against a low curve white deck, so just impact this, shall we? Get rid of it. So this is a new card, look. White's been missing a 2/1 one drop, and one that can enlist other stuff and then give 1/1 counters to things. Sounds pretty decent to me. Thankfully we still got 2 lands so we can hit our 3 drop. Doing that to our haster is quite nasty. Play this dragon and then we'll play Rivaz. And we've got Dragon's Fire that they don't know about, so you can get the Darigaaz Shivan champion down if they don't kill my Rivaz. Oh, we definitely need to stop that from attacking though. So maybe we will so that leaves me a 4, so I can then Town-Razer. So let's do that. Get rid of that as well. Not that they've got any non-basic lands, but it doesn't matter. 4/4 flyer, still a 4/4 flyer. Get this down so it starts creating these eggs for us that the dragons spawn out of. It puts an egg down each turn, right? Oh, we only get one of them. But at least I got a clue. It's going to see my Wrathful Red Dragon. Oh, I shouldn't have done that before this came in. Never mind. Okay, that's okay. Of course, I can play dragons from the graveyard. So I can actually get my Darigaaz back. Yeah. Get another egg going. Look at these little eggs on their way to me. All the possibilities are pretty damn good, so Flight Dragon would be funny. I mean, yeah, we'll take anything from there. The recursion with this is so nice, isn't it? Exiled. That's why we didn't attack with the Town-Razer. Ah, oh, Rivaz is gone. We need to get this down so we can start blocking that. At least our 2 eggs are ticking along. Oh, another Darigaaz. For sure. This is so much fun. Oh, God. Oh, get off. We have to block this. So we're going to get one of these this turn. The Shivan Dragon. Sweet. So let's get back our Darigaaz, and then we'll play this. Going to cost us 1 life. That's okay. And then we get more eggs in the stack. Look at them all racked up down here. I'm hiding under me, but you can still see them. Poor Darigaaz. Black Dragon. Bye bye, Rasad. Oh my god, this is too good. This is just too much fun. Anyone who hates Alchemy, I challenge them to come and play this and hate Alchemy. Oh, this enters tapped. Glad I didn't try and use that as a blocker earlier. So we've still got, they can remove one thing and we can still block, so unless they can remove both. Oh no, we don't want to do that. Oh, that would have been tragic. We need to get some more eggs in the queue. Okay, it's going to mean we have to... I mean, they're not going to want to attack with the Paragon even, are they? No. Oh, Riot. So we can spend red and do 2 damage as you choose. I've got no red sources. Oh, I've got 1 red source that doesn't hurt me. Well, get wrecked. So if I attack with all these, they can't block 1. Yeah, I mean, they're dead. Oh my god, I cannot believe that we won this game. I suppose they could fragment reality one of them, which would be bad. At least they still have to block the rest. Nah, GG. That's a fun start. I'm already enjoying myself. Just look at that. Let's try again. Alright. Please give me something as much fun as that again. That was so good. This looks good. I literally have no idea what we're playing against in the meta in Alchemy, to be honest, so Grix is probably good. It's always good at the moment. Double pass. Play the Springs. And then we'll see if we need this untapped. Probably will, but some kind of spells to consider. Maybe it's running Siphoner. Of course, the Oracle. Get rid of that. It's just the one that shuffles the power 9 into your library. Comedy. Be interesting to see if there's a good deck with this card or not. I mean, look at this. Target player draws 3, instant speed for 1 blue. Take an extra turn for 2. Some absolutely vicious cards. The infamous. Okay. Good. We've actually got some non-basics to target this time. Really about it. Seems wild to me. So it's a Thayan Evokers. Okay. Let's just try playing this again, I suppose. Plenty more non-basics to target. That's going to start to cost you some life soon. Should we do white? Yeah. Courtyard. Yeah, I guess Town-Razer and a removal spell is a good next turn, or at least holding open the Dragon's Fire. These Town-Razers are putting in some work, and we don't need the Wrathful Red Dragon yet. So what have they got? Consider. Fine, so I guess they're just digging for the power 9 and trying to use them, but they don't win the game on their own, so I don't know what. Be interesting to see what they do with them. How does this pair with it? It's just because of conjuring. Gonna start taking some damage. Yikes. Your third non-basic. Bouncing that Town-Razer is starting to look like a painful choice. Even if you find your Time Walk. That is good. Straight for an Ancestral Recall. Look at that, Micromancering and Ancestral Recall. And then a bunch of Moxes and Black Lotus. Ancestral Recall pretty good with, what do you call it? Shieldred. Ooh. Yeah, I like the sound of a Rith. Ancestral Recall. Haven't seen it played yet. Haven't seen anything played out of the Power 9. Look at that. It's a card and a half. I'll give you that. So they're probably going to sack both these at the end of their turn. Not sure what the path out of this is when I've got two Ward 2 dragons. Galvanic, and then they've got 3 mana. That ain't doing it. GG. Okay, that looks like a fun deck though. Just not as good as dragons, clearly. Alright, next game. More dragons, more power. This one doesn't look as good. We haven't got our removal, we haven't got any payoffs, but I think we'll keep it anyway. We'll just jam our Rivaz on turn 3 if we don't draw anything else, and yeah, let them remove one. Could be against dragons. Oh, come on, opponent. How many lands are we running? 26. High number. Oh, there's a nice little payoff. Definitely dragons, isn't it? Come on, Delara. Hey there, Delara. That is literally all I know. of that song. Oh, that's a nice little fun 2-drop for us. See if it sticks around a turn. I love the interaction between this and this, just makes it one bigger rather than one cheaper, because we're always going to spend our maximum on it. This is definitely dragons. In fact, they're not doing anything. There we go. So give us dragon haste. So next turn we'll have 2, 4, so we have 6, so we can spend 3 on this and then Town-Razer. And Town-Razer's going to cost 1 less as well, isn't it? Yeah. Ideally we'd remove their whelp as well. Can't remove it with that though. Yeah, so if we do this, no, can't do that. Get that land cursed. Well, that's what I call this ability, I don't actually know what it is. It strikes me as like a curse. And so that is 2 cheaper, and we can get 1, 3, 7 next turn. This could be massive. If they attack with whatever they haste in, we might just win on the swing back. Please attack with that. I don't want to have to fight through it. Oh, they can't attack with that one. Okay, so we can kill the red dragon and they'll just kill the tyrant in response. That is okay. Oh no, they can't. They have to kill the Rivaz. It's any non-dragon target. Which I'm pretty sure they did to avoid abuse, but yeah. That's nice. It means they can't kill the Town-Razer. So let's add a couple of mana. So this costs 3 less. So we've got 3, 4, 5. So we can do this at 8. No, 7. Thanks. Let's see what other dragons they've got coming. Inferior dragons, that's all I know. Inferior dragons. Okay. EMS. As long as we get a black source, this is all good. Running 26 lands and we're on the draw, so there we go. Let's just play this on black. Scry. I don't really want to tap land, so we'll get rid of that. Lol. Everyone's playing dragons now. Let's Molten Impact this. We're not in a rush to play the Whelp because we'd prefer to kick it anyway, so definitely don't want to let them ramp. We'll just play the orb. We're ramping then as well. unfortunately can't kill it this turn. Don't have any big dragons with which to use Dragon's Fire either. Okay, so spending 2 on that, that's okay. Fable, that's an interesting choice. Oh, come on. I want my fucking Dragon's Fire back. I'm not even taking the Dragon's Fire. Pyre Heroes could be well good. Okay, let's stick Rivaz in. Let's not let them make any of their dragons cheaper. Let's get rid of that. That is interesting because you can discard dragons and then you can play them again if you've got a Rivaz out. Have to give that a look into if we ever start losing with this version. Okay, methods. Only 1 card left in hand now, so good to get the Darigaaz down. Hexproofed. So we should hopefully get 2 eggs out of it at least. Ziatora. It's an interesting one. Throw it at my face. Yep. Okay, so we can do Rivaz. So this does what equal to 1 plus the creature's mana value. So we don't have any 6 costing dragons, sadly. That is a bit annoying. That's Scry. Don't need another orb. Don't have any dragon warlocks, do we? No. Or dragon Viashino dragons, but no, sadly not. At least we're going to start pumping some dragons out with these. Their reflections online now as well. They can't copy Ziatora, thankfully, but they can copy all sorts of other things. I mean, that is a dragon I didn't even consider. Maybe it's worth having a 1 of in this deck. It's just, what do you take out? Ooh, copying that is rough. Easy one to sacrifice, that one. They can then fling that at Rivaz as well. Very frustrating. Fling the copy. Why attack with it? If I block this, they can fling this at Rivaz, but it gets rid of our issue. So if I just block this, it stops. Yeah, this might be. We might just have to block like this. You can play it from the graveyard anyway, right? And then we can sack this for a 3-cost dragon if there are any. I don't think there are any. No. Can attack with this, since it's got menace. We're going to sacrifice both of these. Got 5, 6. I mean, as long as Rivaz doesn't die, we've got plenty of mana around. That's a nice one to be able to kick. So so they can clone their Town-Razer again, which is a bit... oh, they didn't. No, do it as a blocker maybe, but... see what we get off our first egg. Demanding Dragon. Wow, 5 damage straight to face. That's also 5 costing though, sadly, so we can't sacrifice it. But... no. We just got our courtyard. I mean, I could sacrifice this dragon and recast it just to get another 5 damage in. And I'm probably better off holding it. No point sacking it for nothing, which is what we would be doing. We desperately need a 6-cost dragon, but I had no idea this pile would be here. No, can't attack it at the moment. They should have done that in the end step. Now it's going to die in the end step. I guess they want the land cursed for the end step, but I'll just take 2 off that, I think. I should have sacked it. What am I doing? It's my only green source though, but I've got the Jade Orb. Oh, they've got their own Darigaaz now. God, is our only loss going to be to dragons? What we're going to get? Black Dragon. That is quite good. Get rid of this reflection. Oh, and a Rith. Okay. If a creature or a planeswalker was dealt excess damage, an opponent controlled. Okay, we won't attack this turn, but their eggs have got a little more time than ours, thankfully. Just another whelp. Another whelp. We need a Wrathful Red Dragon urgently. Stone Predator. So I could actually sack this one because it's 4. Using this to find a Wrathful Red Dragon. Now we're in better shape because we can just attack with everything and do all the damage to face. Just about got through that one. Thank you, Dragon Egg, for giving me a 4-costing dragon. Alright, 4 games, 4 wins. I'm feeling confident now that the Dragon's deck is legit. It's just seeing how far we can take it now. Keep again. Because we're either going to draw a 2-drop or we're going to draw more good stuff to do with our Rivaz. 2-drop creature or removal, please. Goblin Trap Finder. Is this just a Goblin's deck there, maybe? Yeah, it is. Good. I was worried. Oh shit, I got carried away and played the wrong land. I thought I'd already played this one. For some reason I thought it was turn 3. It is turn 3, but for the opponent. No, yeah. Dragon. Rivaz. there will be removal, so just seeing what it is. Good old Molten Impact. Hopefully stops them doing anything else. Yeah, getting in for 5. Quite painful. Will that we survive a turn? I mean, it depends. If we survive one, we need to survive one after that. So I think we just do this for 3. And do not attack. I'd love to have played the Whelp, but I don't think it's possible in present circumstances. Shit. Gonna take another 5 at least. I think we are dead. Beaten by goblins. Yeah. Sadly, we're dead. Can't believe we lost goblins. Of all things, just a bit slow. We need our removal. Okay. After that crushing disappointment last time, this looks a little better. We got some early game plays at least. It's unusual for us not to have any because I am running 5. I don't know. 12, maybe at least 3 drops, 2 or 3 drops, 2 drops. Dragon, the Whelp. Would like another land though. Yeah. That's a bit nasty. Let's go for a black. And then let's go for Rivaz. Hopefully we can play Rith next turn then. Could be more removal. We certainly won't be blocking there. God, maybe I need to get meat hooks in here. Okay. Yeah, we'll go with Rith. No real other good option. I mean, we could have done the Well plus Dragon's Fire or something, but this has got Ward 2, which is nice. 5/5 is hard to kill. Should be able to block at least one of their things now. Ouch. That is quite painful. Could go down to 1. Or 2 maybe. Which would mean like a meat hook would kill us. This is just standard deck though, not a single alchemy card here, look. At the beginning of your end step, if something was dealt excess damage. It's a shame if it was each end step. That would be better. If they've got to play with fire in hand, we're dead anyway. So, if I Molten Impact, that's one of their creatures, that creates a dragon. Because of Rith. I should have. Oh no, I couldn't A-Jade Orb. I didn't draw any land. No attack. Get a 4/4. So we've got 9 damage in the air. They could haste in an underdog.
I'll have this fight finished before brunch.
Not anymore unless they've got another land. I don't know if they've already played one. Curious. Guess they could have a surge. Yeah. And now we'll be facing 2 creatures next turn. So I need to keep Dragon's Fire, which means I can't play anything else. I can play this. Yeah. Oh man, this is tough. Gosh. Gonna take 1 damage from what's in our graveyard. Gonna have to discard here. Decline. Yeah, I'm sure. Sadly, we'll then have to discard another thing to Liliana. But we may survive a turn. Probably discard the dragon. And then play this whelp. Kill Liliana, then we'd have to chump one of these. Otherwise, she can make us sack a creature.
It's
anyway.
No fun when they hit back.
Oh, it's dead. If they top deck a Trespasser, there's not a lot I can do. GG. Okay, made a slight tweak after the last one. We've removed 2 Molten Impacts and added 2 Fables. I think Fable is an interesting choice in this deck. It could be helpful, so we will give it a go. It'd be nice if our Whelp would live a turn, but with the Ghast already down, I think the chances are minimal. But we will try anyway. Even just a Liliana would be annoying enough. No, at least they'd spend 2 life to do it. We'll probably be cycling that land, so we will do it this time. We have nothing better to do. Okay, I got the Whelp.
No more distractions.
So we'll be discarding.
I'm tired of your secrets.
Discard a land. We can play this and kick it, shall we? It's going to get forced to sack, but that is okay. It'll be that or the dragon, so may as well take a creature out of it, which is a Darigaaz. Nice. Now we've got 2, so I've got a spare one. No. Let's make them minus the Liliana. We really don't like going second in this deck, I have to say. Ooh.
We all have things we'd rather forget.
Alright. If we're being allowed to keep our creature.
Now you've got my attention.
Can we survive long enough? Yeah, we just sack the Whelp. I guess they have another Liliana.
Your friends has to leave.
Yeah.
I'll have this fight finished before brunch.
Now we're taking 5. Is there a way out of this at all? No. Damn it. Alright. This looks more promising, even though we're on the draw again. I think we've got more of a chance with a bit more of a flexible hand like this. I think we'll just impact this. I don't really want to allow life gain, and again we prefer playing the Whelp on 4 if we can. We've got another play, so Rebels can't do anything about that, sadly. Let's go Rivaz though. Then if they can't remove it or something via Rebels, then it's the same old combo. So we can do 5 damage, which is exactly how much we're going to need for Trelasara. Bit frustrating that we're going to have to spend our turn just removing their play, but it is what it is. Let's go like this. And then I'll play the Whelp, so we can develop something. Annoying that I've not gotten a land. We start with all 3 of these in our hand. No more veterans, only running 3 are they? God, can't get rid of these fucking Trelasaras quick enough. This is vicious. At least these aren't flying. Wrathful Red Dragon can get rid of it by just existing. So, I want to do this first. So we can get the eggs going. Because I don't know, obviously they can get rid of the Red Dragon with a Brutal Cathar or something. Really? I'm surprised they gave up there, but kind of happy. The Wrathful Red Dragon is good against creatures. Alright, I just want to try another one with the Fables and things and see how we get on. There's definitely a lot of tweaking to do in this deck that, yeah, I haven't done. Don't like that we don't have anything but black, but we've got at least a turn 2 play. And we are running plenty of lands to try and draw one. Okay, red aggro. That is a good one because it will make them want to kill it instead of killing us. It doesn't actually give us a huge benefit, but they don't know that. There you go. Getting a lightning strike out is nice. Gives us time to find our Fable. Yeah, we'll Fable. And discard one of our Jade Orbs. There's only 2 in the deck and we've got both in our hands, so... Hopefully, you know, let's say we get to get a treasure, but we do not. And then they're going to get in for 2 with the Ronin. At least that's 6 base damage that we've managed to get out for not too much cost. Yeah, I'll get rid of one of these. And then we'll hold open for Dragon's Fire, I think. I think I'll kill the big spender, shall I? Yeah. Don't want to take that. The Ronin is the same damage, but obviously they have to pay for it every turn. Still not drawn any other dragons. But I can now afford to play this kicked and hold open Dragon's Fire, so... And we're going to get a dragon. There we go. Nice that you always get a dragon with this. It's pretty strong for a kicker. Sadly, you can't cast the kicker off of copying it with reflection. Okay, Hilda. They can't interact with the Whelp this time, which is interesting. Another Kamano. We're only down to 10, so I think if we get the Darigaaz down, we're looking quite good. So we can get rid of this for 4 damage. And then I'll play this out. Yeah, we'll attack with that. Can always get ourselves a copy. Can't copy Darigaaz, but we can probably copy what we get out of the egg in a couple of turns. Guessing they have some interaction for that Whelp, but let's copy it before they get the opportunity to attack us with it. Give us a chumpy for it. Okay. That just seems to be sacrificing your Kamano to me. I mean, obviously I get the Whelp back. Costs me, deals me 1 damage a turn, but cool. I'd say that was a grand success with the Fable. Okay, let's have a quick look at the current stats with the deck. So I played 15 games with this deck, I think 9 of them in the video, 6 off video, which sort of was me testing around with it. I've only done 3 versions of this deck, and there's definitely plenty more to be tweaked and played around with. I don't know if we need the Devastators in there at all. I don't know if our removal package is right, because I haven't been playing Alchemy, so I'm not that familiar with the format. I don't really know if we need the orbs. It feels nice because we're ramping to some very strong 5-costing dragons. Don't know if we want 4 Town-Razers. There's loads of questions about this. So, but anyway, even with all those questions, we're running a win rate of 73%, which is pretty darn strong. It's really, really strong on the play, which is not surprising. If we can ramp into one of these 5-costing dragons on turn 4, especially Darigaaz using the Jade Orb, I mean, what is someone to do against that? But here's a quick look at the makeup of our wins. So we've played 5 against Rakdos. Rakdos is extremely popular in Alchemy due to Sanguine Brushstroke and other very good enabling cards in Alchemy, and we're winning pretty convincingly against that. Where we're struggling, Black. We've only played 2, but it's not surprising really that we're struggling too much. We don't have eat the 2 of the things that kind of allows you to beat Black, which is a way to get around Liliana or counter spells. So we're kind of just getting our big things sacrificed, which is a bit annoying. I don't think we'll always lose, but I do think it will always be a tough matchup. And in general, we're beating everything else, so that is always nice. I definitely want to play around with it more. Honestly, the first few games I had with this, I haven't had that much fun playing Magic in ages. So, you know, I would say that Alchemy has at least brought me that. It has brought me some fun. Does the format have problems? Sure it does. It is definitely not perfect, and I wish more people played it, because then I guess Wizards might put a bit more time to fixing it. But was this fun, and are some of these new cards fun? Damn straight, it was a lot of fun. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm probably going to try and do a bit of a blend between Alchemy and Standard at the moment, just because we've got some new Alchemy stuff to be playing with, but also, you know, there's a lot more to be done in the current Standard, I think. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did like the Alchemy content, please let me know. If you didn't, yeah, let me know that too. I don't mind negative feedback. But thank you very much for watching, and yeah, stick around for more. Until next time, bye for now.